Alright. So Pacers at Charlotte, night 2 of the NBA season. Um, I'm playing as Nick Richards, the center, only because he's a 69 overall. So I'm like, let me see what I can do with him. Uh, there you go, right there. I don't think I'm gonna be playing with Charlotte too much this season.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent?
I already selected.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at
Too bad Pacers fans and people who want to see
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll head out on the road and face the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
They mad at Jordan.
Thank you, Kevin.
I love it, David.
They mad at Jordan in the office.
Give them a lot of credit.
They gave him that schedule.
That report. And I know every player counts down the seconds to opening night. Clark, how exciting was it for you to be on the court when the games finally took on real meaning?
You know, Kevin, it was always exciting because you never take it lightly. It's a great blessing to be able to play. And after you've gone through preseason, the preseason games and training camp and the like, you're excited to have the energy of the crowd in the building and the game starting to count for real. So it's always exciting.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Brogdon out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for Charlotte, they've got Jones. Terry Rozier is out there with Ball. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Richards in at the center position. Now, here's Rozier. Good work defensively.
How this little dude was getting body on him?
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Look at that pressure already.
Now, here's Ball.
Come on, ain't let my curve.
Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
Pass to Richards. He feeds it to Jones. It's good.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Look, he was smart enough to make the pass.
Here's McConnell.
They say he is 69 overall.
Outside, Sabonis. Passes it to Brogdon.
Shoot.
Here's Turner. Wants to get it to McConnell and does. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Ball against McConnell. Pass to Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Knocks it loose. And so Indiana again turning it over. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats,
so that's how Charlotte gonna win games this year.
Almost 40%, Greg, on his threes.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
Now, here's Rozier. And another 3 for Charlotte.
You know, when Rozier gets a look he likes for the three-point shot, he'll knock it down on you.
McConnell with it. Jones.
It's stolen by Jones.
There's the pass to Rozier. That's tipped. Stolen by Warren. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. McConnell kicks to Brogdon. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. And yes, it's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Charlotte leading by 4. Outside, ball. Pass to Richards. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That was on you.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards. Doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Okay.
And what an alley-oop.
Got it back.
Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Passes it to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
He ain't no larger one.
Watching Warren match the defense's intensity.
I do have
and still be
dunks
able
turned
to
up for
convert.
Max, though.
This is a
I think I got dunks.
hard-nosed, really good offensive
Pretty
play.
sure I do.
Now, here's Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the basket by Rozier.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They trail by 7. Pass to Turner. Now Brogdon. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Clock at 6. And too long on the shot.
And being that close to the
got a
hoop, I
rebound.
thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Down low. And it's Jones. It's on the assist by Ball. Jones has got 6.
17-8.
Just playing with poise and confidence. And they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
So timeout called here in the first for Indiana.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Carey's checked in. Kelly Oubre comes in for Miles Bridges.
Intimidating him.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Ball. And Bouknight comes in for Terry Rozier. Now, here's Washington. Following the miss by Miles Turner.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And here's LeVert. The pass to Sumner. To the paint. Shoots a fader. Offensive rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Carey. And it's blocked.
Damn.
Here's Craig. To the inside. Turner. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Richards, no good.
Damn. I tried to do too
Pacers trail by
much.
11. Inside. Here's Bitadze.
Oh, yes, son. Yes, son.
Now here's Bouknight. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. But jump hook and no good.
Okay, he ain't got no offense.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Sumner. Bucket is good.
Damn.
Sumner's got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Tipped away.
Oh, what are you doing?
Washington with it. Here's Richards. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Richards got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Bouknight, and another three for Charlotte.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
PJ.
Here's Washington, and the layup's good off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Sumner. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's LeVert. Guarded closely. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Boy, guys, it's so good to see somebody still taking advantage of the mid-range. LeVert with the bucket.
Here's Bouknight. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
You should pass it out to me.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Indiana making some changes. Jackson. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
That's good from Jackson. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well. But I got a sneaky suspicion he just grabbed hold of the team.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Sabonis. Jackson is out there with T.J. Warren. It's T.J. McConnell. And it's Brogdon in at the shooting guard. McConnell against Rozier. Brogdon right side. Jackson in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. McConnell passes to Jackson.
Wow.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Miles Turner comes in for Sabonis. And it's Torrey Craig in for Malcolm Brogdon. Both free throws good from Jackson.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a 14-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And it's Warren.
Man, he jumped back.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
Oh, something I like about T.J. Warren.
Shove him off, man. Get that little dude off.
Create his own shot. He's got great footwork and creates separation much easier than most.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? You're so right in that observation. He's a
man, we
bucket
kill
getter.
him.
His footwork fundamentals are superb. Even when he doesn't get separation, complete separation, he can still make tough shots. And he can get points in bunches.
And that one is good. Oubre has got his first points of the night.
Really encouraging to see Rozier make
I only
these
have it on
reads
50%.
like that.
That was ugly as hell.
Here's McConnell. Rozier with the steal.
Damn, another steal.
He lobs it up, trying to
That
go
was a
for an
bad
alley-oop,
play.
but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Rozier against McConnell. He dishes it to Warren. Four on the shot clock. Pass to Craig. Here's Jackson. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Put that
Hornets
body on
lead
you,
by
son.
16. To the middle. Here's Jones.
Oh, how powerful
Yes,
is
he
killing.
did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
A 3 from Warren, and Jones pulls it down. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Richards, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one
Inside
hand.
track on you.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
20-point lead. Let's get a little break.
The new face on the Hornets was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his worth.
So a whole new group on the floor
We
now
have
for Charlotte. A big-time effort for Jerry Rozier, providing a lot of energy for Charlotte. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Hornets head coach James Borrego. Coach, what are you getting from LaMelo Ball in the first half?
Great job,
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Terry Rozier in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, man. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Miles Bridges is out there with Jones. Then it's Ball. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Richards in at the 5 spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Charlotte leading by 14. Left side, Ball. To the paint. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And Indiana shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Passes to Brogdon. Down low, Sabonis, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 9 points for Sabonis.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5. And that one's good. Richards.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Brogdon. They trail by 16. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
90 seconds now into the second half. Now McConnell. Pass to Warren. Fires from deep. Turner. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Shoots over Ball. And it's off the back rim. No good. Hornets leading by 16. From 11 feet away. Again, the Hornets score.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's McConnell. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to McConnell. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Well, I tell you what, it's obvious Bridges takes great pride in working through contact and capitalizing.
And the Pacers call time here.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Daniels is checked in for Jones. And the Pacers also making a change. Lamb is checked in for Warren. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Brogdon against Ball. Brogdon the pass to Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Turner's got 6. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Here's Richards. Shoots over Brogdon, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Here's Richards. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 16.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the Pacers with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, with that strong body and good size, Brogdon's able to finish through contact.
Pass to Richards. Over McConnell. Richards, no good. Pacers trail by 17. Inside. He kicks to Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Back to Lamb. Pass to Turner. 3 on 3. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Hornets lead by 19. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
No matter what happens over the course of Jeremy Lamb's pro career, Clark, he'll always be able to look back at his national championship at UConn And it's the Pacers with the ball. On the court for Indiana. Warren is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Brissett in at the small forward. And there it is for him.
You got to D up LeVert better than that. But, I mean, he excelled at scoring over the defense.
Pass to Awandu. The pass to Richards. Tries it from 9. Jones trying to get open. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead. And as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
To the inside. Here's LeVert. Oh, man. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Man, oh, man, that was nasty. Is this dude, Karis LeVert, trying to get in the dunk contest? Wow.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Defensive foul.
And what makes Book Knight so difficult to guard? His ability to hit jumpers off the bounce.
He's got a great handle and the quickness to create separation. I know it's unpopular with the analytics, Rob, but his pull-up from mid-range is money.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Brissett. On the free throw, no good. Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
Pass to Richards. The turnaround Jay. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Up top, Warren, covered by Oubre. Warren dishes to Turner. Here's Sumner. Shot clock at 3. From deep. Oubre pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Outside, Sabonis. Passes it to Sumner. Kicks to Warren. Here's LeVert. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Turner.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
And the Hornets are all-time here.
It really was a bitter end to the 2018 playoffs for Miles Turner. Fouled out in a first-round Game 7 loss against LeBron and the Cavs. Unhappy with how things ended, Turner turned to a new passion.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Edmund Sumner. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alder.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. For Turner, Clark, that passion you were just talking about turned out to be a healthy one. Yoga.
Kevin, how about this? Can you imagine going into a yoga class and seeing a 6'11" NBA player striking poses? But becoming a yogi has worked out for him. It's paid dividends. Since that 2018 offseason, Turner's really raised the level of his game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. He seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. to the paint.
Tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Pacers trail by 13.
With the assist.
Turner inside. Tries again. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Ball against Brogdon. Here's Richards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon outside. Pass to Warren to stop the run. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Bridges for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Ball against Brogdon. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Warren. Sabonis trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Warren.
At the arc, Warren gets in the zone, able to shoot with total concentration and lay it right in.
And that one's good. Richards. Richards got 12 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pacers trail by 14. And here is Brogdon. 9 feet out. That's tipped. Now, here's Rozier. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Bridges with it. Picked up by Turner. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Warren. That one a little long. Charlotte leading by 14. And the pass to Richards. Over in the corner, Rozier. Bridges outside. Pass the ball. Jones dishes to Bridges. Count the basket. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
McConnell finds Sabonis. Brogdon looking it over. Back to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. Outside Turner. Sinks the triple. Turner's got 10 points in just the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Jones, the pass to Richards. It's over Brogdon. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Charlotte.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
Here's Ball.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
McConnell passes to Brogdon. Ball against Turner. Ball surveying the defense. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it.
Damn, I forgot I was on mute the whole time for the second half.
Excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
So we're 69
and
overall.
About does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.
Hey, no turnovers. Damn, it felt like I missed way more than 5 shots. But I was calculating right. I kept saying I should add 10 more points than what I had. Probably could have had a double-double. Except for Windu. Everybody got in and did something. TJ Warren led their team with 16. Held Miles to only 11. Sabonis only had 12. Karras only had 11. Brogdon only had 7. Let's go get our thumbnail.